Welcome to Real Estate Business DNA. When you start your practice, your business name serves as the very first handshake you have with the public. It forms the foundation your entire brand is built on, snapping together your reputation and your services. Our objective in this module is to evaluate and select a name that is legally compliant and primed for growth. The goal is to build a business asset that can be scaled, protected, and eventually sold. Let's look at this diagram. It illustrates a top-down view of a standard real estate practice. The most common instinct for new agents is to put their own name right at the center, creating an ego name like John Doe Real Estate Group. This structure creates a bottleneck known as key person dependency. When your personal name is on the door, the business relies entirely on you. Every showing, every call, and every client expectation routes straight back to the founder. That dependency creates extreme friction when it is time to grow.
Ambitious agents want to build their own careers. They will often bounce right off a structure that requires them to work under another individual's literal name. If you plan to retire in 20 years and sell your book of business, a personal name severely reduces your valuation. If you remove the founder from a business named after them, the remaining structure collapses. There is no brand left for a buyer to acquire. The way to avoid this trap is the exit strategy principle. By adopting an abstract or geographic name from day one, you build an entity that exists independently of you. A strategic name prevents your practice from becoming a demanding personal job. Instead, it serves as the foundation for a scalable corporate asset. This split-screen layout outlines the two most effective frameworks for generating your business name. Let's start on the left with the geographic pillar. A geographic name instantly anchors you as the definitive local authority in a specific region. It tells buyers and sellers exactly where your expertise lies. It also provides a major technical advantage. When clients search online for homes in your area, a geographic name gives you built-in search engine optimization. A clear example of this convention is Gulf Coast Realty. It establishes instant trust for anyone looking to move to that specific coastline. Now let's look at the right side of our layout, the aspirational or abstract naming pillar. Instead of focusing on a location on a map, an aspirational name focuses on the client's emotional goals. This approach works exceptionally well for high-end, luxury, or lifestyle-focused markets. Names like Elevate Real Estate or Oasis Properties paint a picture of the outcome the client wants to achieve. Your choice between geographic and aspirational dictates your entire go-to-market strategy. You will either compete on local territorial dominance or on luxury lifestyle appeal. Once you select a style, every potential name must pass a mandatory stress test. We call this the radio test. The rule is simple. If you say your business name out loud on a podcast or in a crowded room, a stranger must be able to pull out their phone and type it perfectly on the first try. The first major violation of this rule is using clever or unusual phonetic spellings. This diagram shows what happens when someone searches for a business with a unique spelling. If your name is Kozye Homes instead of the standard Cozy, the audio input splits. The user takes the failed search path, actively sabotaging your digital discovery. The second violation to avoid is the use of Roman numerals. If you say Title 3 Properties, a user won't know whether to type the number 3, the word 3, or 3 capital letter I's. The third major violation is homophones, words that sound identical but are spelled differently. If your business is FOUR Sale and a client searches FOR Sale, your traffic slides away into a dead end, or worse, straight to a competitor. Failing the radio test is an expensive mistake. By misdirecting high-intent search traffic, a confusing name bleeds your marketing dollars. Here is a graphic checklist showing the exact 3 steps required to lock in your brand DNA: brainstorming, the digital audit, and scalability. Step 1 is the brainstorm. Sit down and generate exactly 5 geographic options and 5 aspirational options that pass the radio test. Next is step 2, the legal and digital audit. A great name is useless if the legal entity and digital real estate are already claimed. Looking at our verification dashboard, the first check is your local Secretary of State website. You need to verify that your exact business name is legally available to register. The second check requires a domain registrar. You must ensure the .com URL is available without forcing you to use hyphens or add extra words.
Finally, search platforms like Instagram and Facebook to secure your matching social handles. Passing all 3 of these digital checks is a non-negotiable requirement before you commit to the brand. Once you have your verified name, we reach step 3, the scalability check. Ask yourself this final diagnostic question. Does this name still work if I have 10 agents working under me in 3 different cities? By completing this 3-step protocol, your brand becomes legally bulletproof, highly digitally accessible, and primed for regional expansion.